What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm excited to make this video, guys. It's the first week of August. Preseason is right around the corner, guys, and I'm going to try to attend the Patriots game. I'm going to try to attend that Carolina game. I believe that's August 18th, so I'm going to try to go to that Patriots preseason game just to get a feel for our season. So if you're going to any preseason games, drop a comment down below, guys. I want to know what preseason games you're going to, or even if you're going to a regular season game, drop that comment. I would definitely love to see, what games do you guys prefer going to. I know for me, I definitely want to try to attend that Bills and Patriots game. I want to go to Foxborough, so that game is going to be December 1st. So I'm really excited, guys, because that's a rival right there, and it's going to be my my first NFL game. So it's going to be a lot of exciting things. But with that being said, guys, today I want to talk about Rhamondre Stevenson. I want to talk about our run game, because as much as we talk about Mac Jones, and we all know he's coming into his sophomore season, and we're expecting him to pick up more of this offense, and we're not going to I would say hide him. He won't be like I feel like we're going to expand his game where he can throw the ball down the field, and we won't shelter him as much as we did last season. And I didn't really get a chance to really clear this up or even talk about this, but I might as well. But as far as, the Patriots, as far as our play calling goes, so it looks like the strategy for Bill Belichick, from what I know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I know, Bill Belichick doesn't want titles of any sort, just because he feels like if teams know who's going to be play calling in certain games, that team has an advantage, because they are aware of that coaching, of how he coaches, and how he likes to call the game to the end of the game. And Bill Belichick just says he just wants it to be where no one knows who's going to be playing the calls. So I think to a degree that strategy may work, but to my understanding, that's why Bill Belichick doesn't want any offensive coordinators or just any titles or anything like that. But I think with this offense, I think we're gonna pull it together. It's definitely different, but I think we're gonna pull it together. But with that being said, guys, Rhamondre Stevenson, that's a name I've been hearing about, guys. Training camp, I've been reading to try to get some content, and I was like, yo, let me just talk about Rhamondre Stevenson and what he can bring to New England because of the success he had last season. I think the best game he had was against the Cowboys. He had a lot of breakaway runs, and we just seen how much of a physical runner he is. He's a guy that's a north-south runner, hard to take down. He squares his shoulders up. He keeps his legs moving when he's feeling contact, and this is just a guy that's just hard to take down. A really physical caliber type of running back, and this is who Bill Belichick loves. He loves these quarterbacks that are physical. And it all comes down to the line of scrimmage. Whichever team dominates the line of scrimmage is usually the teams that wins the football games, and that's what Bill Belichick, that is his emphasis on what he wants for this New England team this season, is to control the line of scrimmage, be aggressive, and just have a strong run attack. And I would say I think a lot of people will scrutinize our offensive line just because there is some offensive pieces that we're kind of just like, we don't know. I'm sure a lot of us were shocked when we got Cole Strange, with David Andrews. I know that's a question whether he'll stay healthy. Isaiah Wynn, that's a guy that we have to see whether he's going to stay healthy. So there's definitely a lot of question marks as far as our offensive line, but right now we're still in training camp. There's still contract negotiations. We're gonna figure it out. And but with Rhamondre Stevenson, I think it'll be one thing that I've heard was him being a pass catcher from the backfield. Him being a pass catching back. That's something we've done with James White for so long. It looks like James White, I don't want to say he's declining, but I do think we should go not another direction, but I would say out of Harris and Stevenson, I would prefer Stevenson to be more of a receiving back, just because when he's in open field, I just think he's more dangerous. I think that's when he's at his most dangerous, when he's running outside and when he's running in open space, because this guy's like 240 pounds with crazy speed. So this guy, it's just so hard to take down, and it just challenges defenses to be able to cover and make the tackle in open field when you got a guy that's 240 pounds. That's hard to stop. And I kind of see him being a LeGarrette Blount. He reminds me of that. And I think with Stevenson, if he can be a pass catcher in open field, I think it's gonna open up this offense, and I think opposing teams will have to not only game plan for just our receiving core and our tight ends with Hunter Henry and stuff, but also knowing, well, what is Stevenson gonna do from the backfield? Is he gonna run it up the middle? Is he gonna run outside? Because even being an outside runner, Stevenson, he's real good at for third down situations because he has so much power. We can use him for goal line sets. I mean, he's gonna be a huge asset for this team. And as much as football is all about competition, but with me, I don't really see the competition between Damien Harris and Stevenson. I look at them both as a dynamic duo. These two are going to be a 1-2 punch. I'm looking at it like, these guys are going to be like Mario and Luigi, Shaq and Kobe, Michael Jackson and Tito. Like, I just see these guys just being a dynamic duo, guys. And I think this offense is going to open up with Stevenson being a pass catcher. And that's just basically what I'm seeing from what we're hearing from training camp. But I definitely want to hear what you guys think about our run game. I know, like I said, I know our offensive line is going to be a struggle. And then even looking at Pierre Strong Jr., that's who I'm looking at the depth chart. We got him out of South Dakota. He was our 127th pick in the 4th round this year. Depending on injuries, he may get some touches maybe midway through the season, depending on injuries. But I do think that who's going to carry the bulk of this offense? I think Rhamondre Stevenson is going to carry a bulk of this offense. He's going to get a lot of carries, and I'm hearing just a lot of good news about him. I'm hearing about a lot of improvement and how he wants to get better. So it's going to be really interesting. But I think we're going to have one of the best running attacks in our division. And I think he's going to help Mac Jones. And I think our offense, as much as we talk about Mac Jones being great, like I said, I think our run game is going to surprise a lot of people. And I think we're going to get I think we're going to have the best dynamic duo in the NFL. I could be wrong, but I'm staying in now, guys. But I want to hear what you guys think. I don't want to make this video too long. Patriots fans, subscribe, do all that good stuff. What do you guys think about Rhamondre Stevenson? And who do you think is going to be our number 1 back? Who do you think is going to win that position? But until next time, guys, have a good day, stay out of trouble, and God bless. Take care. Peace.